The failed and unviable state. Security officials held a detailed briefing on 2nd July 2026 entirely focused on India's, unlike the usual focus on India's role as a destabilizer and terror sponsor. This briefing singularly focused on India as a failed and unviable state, an increasingly unviable and failing state collapsing under the weight of its own contradiction. An oppression driven strategic culture sustained through consent, not consent. Deep internal fault lines based on religion, caste, ethnicity, language, and region are widening, not narrowing. The caste system continues to define birth, status, rights, and opportunity, leaving millions trapped as a social outcast. Saffronization has institutionalized polarization, replacing pluralism with majoritism. It is now the religion and, more importantly, the caste which determines status within society. Like Islam, where every child is born equal, every child in India is born unequal. IIOJK, Manipur, Khalistan, Seven Sisters, North-South divide and Nagaland remain living reminders of unresolved political conflicts and independence movements. Instead of fixing India, New Delhi remains obsessed with Pakistan, using external confrontation to divert attention from internal decay. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was right and saw what is being witnessed today. The two nations theory stand irrevocably vindicated. Growing inequality, identity, politics, religious polarization, and caste divisions are steadily eroding Indians' national cohesion. India is declining under the weight of its own social, religious, political, and structural contradiction. The saffronization of military and militarization of politics is pulling at the seams of society already burned by multiple contradictions. Not just the military, but every state institution is now increasingly saffronized. Strategic confusion is marketed as strategic autonomy, but increasingly translate into diplomatic isolation, with strategic hedging cloaked as strategic clarity. It has serious dispute or strained relation with virtually every neighbor, reinforcing its image as a South Asia principal regional distributor. Its own policies are increasingly becoming its greatest national security threat, weakening the state from within. India is no longer driving South Asia forward. It is increasingly holding the region back from peace, stability, and economic progress. While Pakistan stands tall, confident, and rising, India is steadily declining, placed to irreversibly on a path to disintegration. Will history repeat itself, and is the time ripe for Pakistan movement? The answer is an emphatic yes.